Hi Glamour, I'm Hannah, and you may know me from my popular TikTok series, Salary Transparent Street.
This is Hannah Williams from Salary Transparent Street. Let's go ask people what they do and how much they make. How much do you make?
$133,000.
$55 a year.
I make $22 an hour.
We make from $500,000 to $1 million a year.
I'm a full-time creator and business owner in Alexandria, Virginia, and I'm on track to make $150,000 this year. I have about $40,000 in savings, and that includes a Roth IRA, stocks, investments, crypto, and liquid. After taxes, my take-home is $8,750 a month. $1,608 a month goes to my share of the mortgage, which I split with my fiance, James. $633 goes to car payment / insurance. $500 on average goes to utilities, and that leaves around $6,000, $137 a month to spend. I have $0 in credit card debt and $0 in student loans. I do have a $30,000 personal loan that I took out to do repairs on our house. That payment is $645 a month. Out of the $6,100, I give myself a spending budget of $500 to $1,000 and then invest and save the rest. I usually split it up into thirds, so a third goes into vacation saving bowls, a third goes to emergency fund, and then the final third goes to the stock market. I left my job as a data analyst earlier this year to work on Salary Transparent Street full-time. When Salary Transparent Street became really huge, it went viral, and I knew that brands were going to pay me good money to promote them and to collaborate with them, and I knew that that was going to be a lot more than I was making as a data analyst, but I was really worried about the finances. The only reason that I was more comfortable with quitting was because my fiance and I had set up a good amount of savings. We had about $20,000, $15,000 to $20,000 that we knew we could survive off of for the next few months until brand deals came in. My goal with STS is to remove the taboo around these conversations about pay, and I chose to do a street interview specifically because I figured the best way to do that was to just talk to strangers and show that we can have these comfortable conversations with people that we don't even know, and that if I can do it, you can talk with your colleagues, your friends, and family and have the same conversations as well because they're really important. This is a statement from my credit card, which I try to keep under $2,000 and typically pay off at the end of the month. Definitely eating out, McDonald's, Pizza Hut, KFC, Chick-fil-A, and DoorDash Pass, which has definitely saved me a lot of money. I have tried meal kits, and I tried one where they send you all the ingredients, which was great because I didn't have to shop, but I didn't realize that I still had to put a lot of effort into the cooking aspect, and I just can't, I don't like to cook, I'm not good at it, so it didn't work for me. I need something delivered to me on a platter. Spider Kelly's was date night, so it's the restaurant where my fiance and I actually met, so we go there pretty frequent. Whenever I need a break and I need to step away from my desk, getting coffee is the #1 thing, and since I don't work at an office anymore, I have to get in my car, which is great because I get time to myself and time to think and just like relax. So I'll always drive to Starbucks or Pete's Coffee by my house and I'll get some coffee. Cupcake for my mom's birthday, which never showed up, and when my mom actually got them, she got sick from them, so I might not be doing that again. That's the platform where I do therapy, but I will be moving to another since they just recently had a bit of a scandal. It seemed like they were really pushing meds on people who may not have needed it, so I know I needed it and I know that they helped me a lot, but I don't really like feeling pressured into that, so I'm gonna try something else. So the Medium Corporation, that's $5 a month. That's the blog host for my business, Stocks and Squats. It's just a platform where I can post my blog posts and people can read it, so it's really cheap, $5 a month. It's great hosting. So Stocks and Squats is my personal TikTok. It's actually, I like to say that Stocks and Squats walked so Salary Transparent Street could run. It was the first platform I started in February on TikTok, so my first dipping my toe into content creation. I used it as an opportunity to talk about all my career experiences, which included a lot of job hopping, a lot of salary negotiation, and I got so much good feedback from those videos and being really transparent about my salaries that people were asking for a lot more information, and I realized that pay transparency really needed a platform, and Salary Transparent Street was born. I have an $83 charge from Sephora. I only like to go to Sephora for items I can't get at CVS, so I go there for Supergoop sunscreen and a cleanser from Rihanna's Fenty line. I can't live without it. I have a couple charges from Amazon, which includes things for household items and things for my dog, including her dog food and some over-the-counter medicine, and also lots of equipment for my office, including keyboards, laptop stands, things like that. I have a few charges from Apple. I pay for HBO Max, which is $9.99 a month. I love HBO Max. Some more charges from Hulu and Old Navy. I don't know what I got, probably clothes. My most expensive charge is from IKEA, which is $657. As I mentioned, we recently bought a house, so we're furnishing it and really trying to fill it in with good pieces from IKEA. I didn't know furniture cost this much, so I wasn't expecting to spend that much, but so far the house is coming along, so it's okay. This month overall was a really heavy month, especially with moving into the house and going to IKEA and spending a lot more than I expected, but things will balance out in the next few months. I wish I had known how expensive owning a home is. At the time, I thought that it made a lot more sense than renting because our mortgage was the same price as our rent was gonna be, so I thought we were saving money, but I didn't account for all the things that you have to fix, that are broken, that you need to call help for. I had no idea how expensive it is to fix a roof, so all these little expenses that I didn't assume, they add up. So owning a home is actually really a lot more expensive than I thought. I have a charge from Gorjana. It was my mom's birthday, so I got her a necklace. It's an online jewelry store. They have real gold and she loves the necklace, so I know I killed that present. Our grocery store is little, so we spent about $200 there, which is usually a little bit pricier than what we like to spend, but inflation has been hitting a lot of items that we like, such as meat, milk, snacks, things like that. I recently went to a concert for $220. It was the Chelsea Cutler concert, which is honestly something I've been looking forward to for the past like 3 years. Chelsea Cutler is one of my favorite artists and she's been a huge inspiration for me, so seeing her in concert was amazing. Definitely worth the price. And then other purchases were the Echo Stage drinks at the Chelsea Cutler concert, my Quick Equip toothbrush subscription, gas for my car, Etsy. I usually get my fiance gifts from Etsy because he loves The Office and they have really fun like items that are The Office themed. So I've gotten him some Office socks, some Office t-shirts. He's got a really fun shirt that's got Michael on it and it's like Michael Jordan, but he's like dunking and it's from like that Office episode where they played basketball. Park Mobile and Spot Hero, that was parking for the Chelsea Cutler concert. Solitaire Cash, I got hooked on a game on my phone where you played solitaire for money and I was actually pretty good at it, so I became a little bit obsessed for a bit, but unfortunately they got a good amount of money out of me for it. American Eagle, those are the only jeans I wear. They're really the only ones that can fit me, so I go there for all my jeans. TSA PreCheck was definitely worth it. We travel now a lot for STS, so getting TSA PreCheck made a huge difference to help us travel more efficiently. We don't really have a set schedule for STS. It really just comes about randomly. If we know that we're gonna be in town and don't have much to do for the next 2 weeks, we'll plan a longer trip and that's when we fly. If we know that we're gonna be in a city to do an interview like this in New York City, then we know that we're gonna shoot in New York City while we're here. My most unusual statement for this month was the Ready Solutions. These are patches that are supposed to help redness in your cheeks when you drink. I realized that my cheeks get really red when I drink and I was hoping to find a solution for it, but they didn't really work for me, so I lost money there. I recently donated money to the Women's March for porta potties. I knew that they sent me an email and they needed donations for that, so I wanted to support. And I recently filed my taxes, so I had to pay $123 there. I believe that was state taxes and property taxes for my car. So taxes are something that keep me up at night and I really don't want to be falsely imprisoned for something that I didn't know I was doing wrong. So I'm gonna be investing some money in an accountant, but for now I'm making sure to split all our revenue 50%. I think that that's a little bit more than I'll be paying, but I'd rather have more left over than to be under accounting for my taxes.